Alright. Okay, let's get into the business. That's not too loud, is it? Is it? Oh, it's alright, I suppose. -5. Okay, I think we'll keep it at -5, honestly. Because if I whisper a little bit, then... Yeah, if I whisper, then it just goes to that. But if I speak louder, then obviously it goes to that. And if I speak super loud... Oh, voice crack, oh goodness. We're not going to speak super loud. Ay, muy. Sick. Oh. I was about to link the thingy. How on earth are there already 2 people watching? Excuse me. Excuse me. How is that even possible? How are there 2 like that's nuts. That was like frame 1. I'm gonna look at my chat, see if there's... That's nutty. I don't know how to feel about that. Actually, I do know how to feel about that. Relieved. Relieved. That's how I feel about that. Alright. Let's just do the shill. The classic shill. We're not gonna worry about that. We're not gonna worry about that either. Where are we? Oh, we got Q and we got Crystal. Very nice. I'm just gonna do a little bit of shilling and then I'll be right there. But right now, I'm just doing some cheeky little ha-has and hee-hees. Shvita, and we go to here, and we go there, and we go here, and we go there. Marvelous. That is what you love to see. That's what you love to see. Hey, good stuff, good stuff. Anyway, we need to get into the business. We need to get into the business of what we're doing today. Where am I? That's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna keep this open. Weird. Oh, whoopsie doopsie. Oh, whoopsie doopsie. Anyway, time for the business. Time for the business. Thankfully, the fingies are much warmer than they were before. So now we can actually draw. Oh, goodness. Ugh. My fingers were bone cold earlier. And now, everything is like semi-toasty. Everything's just more, like everything's just better. Everything's just better. Oh, goodness. And so what we're going to do, we're going to finish off the lines. Then once we finish off the lines, we're going to do the flats. And then once we've done the flats, then we can do the shading. And shading shouldn't be too bad. Really, I've only got to do proper thing, proper thing, proper thing, sort of semi-proper thing, proper thing, with some funky little lighting over here, then lighting again, then lighting again, then lighting again, then lighting again. And that's gonna be the plan this afternoon. That's gonna be the plan. Right. Ah, I see someone else is playing Skyrim. I've been watching a video of the real-time seeking of the Titanic. Ah. Ah, moi moi. Interesting. Yeah. Strange how the sinking of one ship is now synonymous with failure. Alright. Now this is gonna be like semi-scuffed, but I think we can make it work. Right, there we are. Yeah, also the Hindenburg, you're right. Also the Hindenburg indeed. Both rather colossal failures, honestly. Going down like a lead balloon. No, that's not even remotely true. Going down like a lead balloon is what someone thought of like Led Zeppelin when they were first beginning. Someone used that phrasing and they were like, okay, challenge accepted. This is a very, very, very like scuffed. Oh, that's a very, very scuffed way of doing it. I suppose that can work though. spruce it up a little bit, shall we? See, I got 30 more minutes of this video, and then I got to rearrange. Oh, you're actually going to be doing a proper painting. Oh, sick. Sick. Yeah, if you got Discord on your phone, send me images. I would love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. Alright, I'm not missing anything, am I? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of these elements up just a little bit. I'll give it a shot. I've been big on abstract paintings, but it's been a while since I've done creatures and monsters. If you got any pictures of your abstract paintings, I would love to see them. So, right, okay. Elements of the room that we need to worry about. We got that, we got that, we got all of that. So let's chuck them all in a folder. Let's see what we can do with them when we just... like that. I think that's a lot more, I think that fits the angle a lot better. Plus we can move prefect down, I think. And another thing. Oh, they're not at your house. Ah, I see. Okay. Oh well. That would have been nice though. Ay ay ay. Ay 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 ay. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Ay 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 ay. Oh damn. Interesting. I can always make more XT, no problem. I've got too many ideas in your head to stop. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I was just reading through a comic. Sorry if I seem distant. Right. I'm just gonna go fucking 1920s. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at these. Oh wow, the metal tubes cage. Ceiling lights, interesting. We're not going Art Deco. It just seems like a big bulb. And a thingy. Fixture research. This is why you always Google your thingies. This is why you always Google before you draw anything. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Oh, but these are English. Oh, sod the English. Ceiling fixture, ceiling light, winged victory design. Oh goodness. Sod it. Egypt. We are looking for the thingy. Let's see. 1952. Montenegro, when it gained independence from the British Empire as a monarchy. Okay, so they would still have, like, British fixtures. I see. So, in this case, maybe not sod the English. So let's have a look-see. Open image in a new tab. Let's have a look. Wow, that really helped. Finish, iron and gold, blah blah blah. Parchment shade. You're not telling me if they are electric or gas. I am inclined to believe they are gas. Ugh, merde. Give me electric, bruh. Bungalow lighting. Ringstone. Living room. Am I really gonna go down a rabbit hole of ceiling light fixtures? Oh goodness. I am, aren't I? Goodness. Okay, I get women and children first, but if only half the life boat is filled, why lower it? I know, right? Funny. It's very hilarious. Let's see. Etsy, Pinterest. Art Deco. No, Art Deco only... When... Okay, no. Art Deco. You only came about... it's a style of visual art architecture that first appeared in France just before the First World War. Oh, interesting. I thought it was 30s. The Chrysler Building, built during the 1920s and 1930s, are monuments of the Art Deco style, blah blah blah. Society of Decorative Arts, blah blah blah. Believe in yourself and your actions. What the hell is Cubism? Oh, this garbage. Friggin' style of luxury. Oh, we're gonna have to remember this. By the Paris design film of Alevon, now in Brooklyn Museum. We're gonna have to remember this. Because this is gonna be this is gonna be useful for when we're designing some future characters settings. Oh, as in like the cough that came from the back of my throat? Yeah, a little bit. Where are the friggin' lighting fixtures? Gimme! Stop giving me paintings and murals and garbage. Oh, that's racism. Never mind. Used to decorate the first class salons of ocean liners deluxe trains and really couldn't give a rat's ass. Art Deco. Oh, no, let's keep up Art Deco. '20s bungalow lighting. Ugh. Nerd. Bro, you won't believe this. Go on. Go on, I'm interested. Electric, finally! The Titanic. Whoa! The Titanic is sinking? Dang. I would have never thought of that. So we can just have a big bulbous thing in the middle, but that's really dumb and stupid and I hate it. We could have the glass bowl, but that's... Ringston, this is the big boy. Bedroom, bathroom, living room. Second floor hall. Reception hall, dining room. Kitchen. There's a kitchen light, but it's also... Oh, goodness. We're not gonna use the bowl. We're not gonna use the bowl. That's just really, really silly. That is really, really silly. Bugger it. I think we're just gonna have to use the living room. Not the reception hall, that's so silly. Not the second floor hall, that's so silly. Not the bathroom, not the vestibule center halls, not the kitchen. You could probably do the kitchen, but the kitchen is dumb and stupid and silly, and I'm not a fan. And we got the bedroom, which, like, what the hell. Dining room, no. Living room, no. Living room it is! But you've also got this. Do we want to keep the floral theme? Maybe. I mean, there's hardly even a floral theme is the thing. I think no, we can't even reserve the floral theme for Valentine. I think we're just gonna have to suck it up and do the light bulbs. Alright. Copy image, very nice. Thank goodness we're only gonna have to do this once, probably twice in the next page, but, you know. Oh, come on, you. There we go. And let's see. Do what we do best, and we just swoop-dee-da-boop, swoop-da-boop. Ah, freak. Swoop-dee-boop, scoop-a-doop. See, and sayonara, very nice. So, it's pretty much going to be the location of it. Now we just need to be fancy. And no, I am not going to hard reference by just lining over it. I'm just going to figure out where on earth the... Tracing is poo-poo. Right. This is going to be flipped up, and this is all going to be flipped up from the bottom side up. Oh goodness. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. 22 inches, length is 36, so 22, 22. Oh goodness, Yeah, okay, that's about the size that I want. Maybe go up, and then we figure out what the hell we've gotten ourselves into. Oh goodness, goodness gracious. It's a 5-sided. Oh, I hate. Right, we got circle 1, circle 2, circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, and then tiny thing in the middle, cause screw you. Yep. 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 And then we go up. And then... Yep. Yep. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness. Alright, as to the design of the framework, we can be a little bit more, we can be a little bit more liberal, but as to the general frame of it, have we got it right? I'm looking up from here, I can see the chandelier. It's not a chandelier, but, you know, it's a consumer's chandelier. Let's call it as it is. It's a consumer's chandelier. I'm more inclined to put that over here. Right. That fixture, let's put it down a little bit. Alright. I think now that we've got a basic frame, we can kind of sketch it out properly. Has there ever been a piece of media, show, anime, book, whichever, that made you realize you're way more talented than you think? Like, in terms of I think I know where you're coming from, where you see someone else's star and you're like, oh wow, this is being sold. I think that's where you're coming from. But I haven't had one of those moments. However, when drawing this comic, I have been able to do things that I did not expect myself to do. Like, for example, just then, I was a little bit impressed with myself, because what I essentially did was I took a flat image, one of these, and I just rotated it in my head. Because, like, this isn't the proper perspective, but I just rotated it in my head and I drew it as I, you know, imagined it in my mind. I think that really impressed me. I think other times when, what's his face? When I'll just draw a character and then in the next page I'll draw a character that looks incredibly alike. Like, having that reproducible art style makes me think to myself, holy shit, I didn't know I was capable of this. I didn't know I was capable of this at all. So I think, like, those moments, not so much media. I don't really like to compare myself to media. Unless I'm comparing myself to media that is obviously better than myself. Like, I don't know if it's a bit too envious to say, but, you know, I envy Tracy's work. I envy, like, the amount of detail that they can just put into a piece. Like, oh my lord, I want to be able to do that someday. But obviously not to the effect, but to a similar effect. I would like to do that someday. Right, just gonna increase the size. I think maybe make this fatter, honestly. Up. Yeah, okay. Actually, no, don't make it fatter, because, like... Do they look... No, because light bulbs were rather spherical back then. As opposed to, like... Because, like, they weren't designed to be smash-proof as much as they are now. They were more, they were more designed to hold a shape rather than become smash-proof. Because a lot of light bulbs nowadays are, conical. Like, they're cone-shaped. And especially a lot more modern light bulb designs are a lot more slim and a lot more, like, upright. So they're, like, more resistant. Not overly more resistant. I mean, they're not going to be, like, the smash-proof, fixtures that you hope, but they are going to survive, like, a little bit of a beating. They are designed to have some sort of structural rigidity. Also, like, for transport purposes, like, you don't want to transport a box of light bulbs, open them back up at your store, and realize that half of them have shattered. Yeah, the spiral bulbs are they're such a good design, because, like, not only do they maximize the amount of light that they can put out by maximizing surface area, they're also, like, fairly shatter resistant too. So it makes transport much, much easier. And especially, like, nowadays when, you just get light bulbs in cardboard cases. You don't want to, as an employee, you never want to, like, stock a light bulb and have it shatter in your hand. Like, that's the last thing you want to have happen to you. So yeah. Yeah, a lot more spherical back then, and they had the proper piece of filament that, like, heated up and emitted light. What was the light bulb filament anyway? Incandescent light bulb is an electric wire with a wire filament heated until it glows. The filament is... No, but what... No, come on, you know, 230 volt incandescent light bulb with a medium size, blah blah blah. I do not care. Halogen... No, we're looking for... Oh, so it's a carbon filament. Okay, cool. He began working with carbonized paper filaments, carbon filament lamps. Even Thomas Edison had first with carbon, then with platinum, then with other metals. In the end, Edison turned to the carbon filament, of course. Of course, of course, of course, of course. Then the metal filament, tantalum lamp. Osmium was also used in lamps. Friggin'. And then, you know, gas-powered lamps became a thing shortly thereafter. That's not how I envision it in my mind, but that's okay. Science people are still cool. Come on. Come on. Science people are still cool. I love when people say Newton invented gravity. Yes. Yes, I remember when Newton invented gravity. People before, like, 1870. When? Okay, we need to have a look at Isaac Newton. I can't remember. There you are, with double A's. We are talking... Oh, okay. 1600s. When... Oh yeah, smart guy, honestly. Like, he invented calculus, too. Very cool, very, very cool. Okay, so imagine this, right? Imagine you're a modern-day... academic. Do you think you would be a mathematician, physicist, astronomer, and theologian, like, all as parts of your, like, as your traits of academia? Crazy. In his empirical law of cooling, where are you? We're looking for in Principia something Mathematica. We know. Yeah. There you go, Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica. Mathematical principles of natural philosophy. That's when he posits the laws of motion and uses universal gravitation that formed the dominant scientific viewpoint until it was superseded by relativity. Oh, I can't wait till relativity gets superseded. That would be so cool. Oh, mate, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Ah, yes, we love Principia Mathematica. Oh, you know, what is it? Philosophy Naturala Principia Mathematica. I know I'm botching the pronunciation because, you know, frig Latin, but we know. You know what I'm talking about. You know the things. That's a thing. Scoop, 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 scoop. Big brain time. Very small brain. I don't think I could... Well, I think, like, a lot of early fundamental physics was about taking complex problems and then simplifying them down. Like, when you talk about relativity, you know, the fact that time dilation can occur as a function of speed relative to between two objects is really complicated, but when you boil it down to... Imagine if you have, like a ping pong ball that's just bouncing back and forth in a case, and then you travel, and then you trace the line of movement of the ping pong ball. It increases as you increase with speed. Like, most of those really complicated principles, or complicated, complicated principles can be simplified to a very simple, oh goodness, my vocabulary is escaping me. But yeah, no, a lot of those complex problems can be simplified down into something that's rather eloquent when described in full, I think. Oh, and yeah. No, come on. 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 Make it a bit smaller. Make it a bit smaller still. I've messed up royally here, but that's okay. Goodness gracious. Yeah, let's get off the topic of mathematics. Let's talk like VR chat, because I was looking at it this morning. And I think what my plan is, I've got a free model, taken off of, what's its face, Sketchfab. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tinker around in Unity, see what I can come up with. You know, and just learn it, really. Just learn it by throwing myself, you know, throwing myself into the work. 'Cause, you know, I'm not gonna get a swanky VR chat model unless I do it myself or I pay someone else to do it for me. And that's an interesting story, because that's how I started out as an artist, is that, like, money was pretty hard. I wouldn't say pretty hard to come across, but I didn't want to spend it, you know? I'm not going to create an avatar by myself and for myself. What I'm going to do is take a pre-existing base, modify it, see what I can come up with, and then obviously credit the original artist, because, you know, rule one of the internet, don't be a dick. But yeah, I have had, like, I'd say a semi-experience with learning how to do 3D modeling in Unity. Like, simple stuff, really, really simple stuff. The biggest challenge for me, I think, is gonna be rigging the whole thing up together. That's what I think. But, you know, what's the point in, approaching a daunting task if you're just gonna psych yourself out and not do it? You know what I mean? Because I recognize it's going to be very, very tough for me, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to come up with something that I'm rather proud of. How long have we been going? We've almost been going an hour, and I've been just... Have I really spent all this time sketching out a lamp? Oh, I have, haven't I? Oh, that's not good. That is not good indeed. Ay, ay, ay. So, okay, I don't usually schedule days to study it. I usually just do it in my free time. So, in between streams, I'll do it. In between schoolwork, I'll do it. I don't think I could dedicate a day to something as complex as that, because relatively speaking, I'm not going to get it done in a day. Like, learning a new skill, that takes consistent time put into it. Like, if I was doing art, sure, because I've got a lot of the groundwork there, but it's going to be my first time doing a lot of things like rigging a model up, figuring out how on earth polygon counts work, figuring out how to, like, sculpt models and do all of that. That's going to be my first time doing it, but it's going to be my first time doing it with a goal in mind. Because I think that's important whenever you're undertaking anything, is that you always want to have a goal set in mind. Even if it's like a complex problem, because no matter how complex a problem is, chances are it can be boiled down into base components. And I think that's the most effective way to learn, is to just tackle a large problem and break it up into small bits. Yo, Kelsey! So I'm going to be learning how to do Blender in a couple of days. That's going to be fun. Not Blender, sorry, Unity, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean. Right. Yes, we got Kelsey here. We got Kelsey. Yeah, anyway, what are you up to, Kelsey? How are you doing? Okay, I think that's good. If I spend more time on that, I'm just gonna you know, go mental. I wouldn't call it lucky. Quite simply, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking a base model, modifying it within Unity. Like, obviously, getting rid of all of the textures, things like that. Oh, I'm going to have to learn how to texture. Oh, that's going to be painful. Oh, that's going to be painful. I am currently animating because I got a random explosion of motivation. Yo, are you live right now? Are you live right now? I would love to see if Kelsey is live right now. Oh no, Kelsey isn't live. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. Also, congrats on hitting 250. I don't know when you... My PFP is orange to spread awareness. Oh shit, this. Oh, I didn't know this was why. Okay, interesting. Kappa cut. Flip a clip. Procreate. Animating for 4 years. Sick. You're halfway to 500.
Ay, muy. Ay, muy.
My... It says I'm live on stream. Oh, on Discord. That's good. I'ma die when I hit... Nah, you gotta hit 1,000. Are you kidding me? Come on. Come on, you gotta hit 1,000 one day. Oh yeah, line work. I was meant to be doing that. Let's do that real quick. Let's just do some of the swank. Let's do some of the swank, as they say. No one says that, but I'll pretend like I say that. Oh, this was meant to be line work, wasn't it? That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Interesting. Ay, muy. How do you feel now that you're on your own? A lot of this line work is gonna go to waste. Not gonna be able to use a lot of it. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have prefect over here. Nice. I think that's a good place to put him. I think. And then in terms of the chandelier, turn that down, turn that all the way down, because we don't want to see too much of that. Oh dang! Christine into a more THUR kind of character. Animation is pain, honestly. It looks like such a struggle. Oh, come on, you. Oh, come on. There we go. There's one. There's... Oh, come on, you. Sometimes. Oh dear. Come on, you. Nice. Oh, nice. Send a picture, send a picture. I want to see your gay pink lights, please. Please. Most of the time I set the bar way too... Nah. Nah. Right. How do I best describe this? I feel like... What's good advice? Because I did suffer from this ages ago. I'm trying to... Okay. I want to word this in just the right way, because, like, I feel your pain, Kelsey. I think if you always try and meet your expectations whenever you're doing something creative, you're always going to, like, sell yourself short. You get what I mean? Because whenever you undertake a project, you're essentially making a commitment. And what you have to realize is that your skills are not necessarily reflective of your final product, if that makes sense. I think when you try and tie skill to your work, if you constantly find instances where you never reached what you wanted to believe, then you're just going to have a bad time. Like, for example, I don't think I've had a single page of this comic where I've produced something that I've been satisfied with, if that makes sense. Like, there's always something small that I can improve on. But whenever I see something small like that, I always make a mental note in the back of my mind, like, okay, try and give this a little bit more attention next time. Maybe spend a little bit more time working on it, or whatever. So if you ever find something small that's niggling at the side of your consciousness, don't beat yourself up about it. Instead, have that as like a little check mark, or like a little goal for next time you choose to undertake a similar project. Because I think if you decide to approach your work that way, then you're going to be a lot more content with what you produce. Because really, you know, doing anything creative, you should be happy with the process, not necessarily the final product. The final product is only is a symptom of how far you've come as an artist, or like how far you've come as any sort of creative person. And also, like, try and find the positives in your work. Like, I absolutely abhor the amount of variation in the first chapter of Felis, but I can look towards the writing and think to myself, I actually had something going here. Or I can find the odd panel where I did, or like where I completed a concept that I was proud of, and I can think to myself, I actually did pretty okay there. You know, it's the little things. It's the little things like that. It's, well, don't match happiness to success, sure, but it's also like changing how you define success. If you just find success as to meeting your expectations, then you're never going to be successful. Because especially if you suffer from, you know, very high ambition, then you're never going to achieve, in your mind, what would be successful. Oh, Kelsey, look, it really... It's not that I talk positively, it's that I... It's not that I talk positively, it's that I avoid talking negatively. Because quite frankly, when you talk negatively, you never achieve anything. You always need to focus on the positives, and if you find something that you're not content with, or you know, you think you could be improved, make a little mental note of it. So next time when you encounter something like that, you can think to yourself, okay, round two, mother yucca. So yeah, I think I think definitely match. I would match success with completing a project, even if your goals aren't necessarily met. Also, my messages are like 10 seconds behind. Oh goodness. I would highly recommend refreshing the page. Because if your messages are 10 seconds behind, that's probably due to, like, you know, desync on your end. Always beating myself down. It's such a... Honestly, like, I used to beat myself down, like, super duper hard, like, ages ago. And eventually, like, you get to a stage where you just enjoy the process more than you do the outcome. And I think once you reach that when you reach that that milestone, that's when you really just get it. But like until then, just keep at it. I'm not gonna say that you're, you know, because it like obviously it's the meme. Like everyone who comes from a position of a higher skill is going to say, oh, you can achieve anything if you just practice. But the reality of it is that everyone's going to, you know, get it better at slightly different speeds. But you can change the speed of how far you progress by not only your mindset, but by also changing the way that not only you view success, but changing the way that you progress, if that makes sense. Kind of a long-winded way of saying focus on a completion mindset rather than a achievement mindset is what I would recommend. I think we all as creatives struggle. Oh, definitely. Like right now I'm experiencing burnout, and I do have a bad habit, a rather self-sabotaging habit, where when I get to the end of a project, I'll stop just short of finishing it. And, you know, I think the habit mainly came out of a bad habit with video games, because I haven't finished a video game in ages. And I really need to finish some video games to, like, you know, to complete things. I haven't had a completion mindset in ages. You know? My main problem is that I have a screen time limit on how long you can animate. True. But can you do anything like hard work? I don't know if I've asked you this before, like... Animation is one thing, but, knowing how to draw quickly is another, I think, especially when it comes to animation. Like, do you have, like a sketchbook that you use, that you like to draw with? Or is it just, like, on your iPad, or on your iPads that you prefer to draw with? like, again, I think I remember asking you this, but I've forgotten. I do apologize. I can draw super quick. Oh, sure. But, like, what is super quick to you? Because I can guarantee you, no matter how fast you are, there is always going to be someone faster than you. And, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's something to keep in mind. Because the worst thing you want to do is, you know, be content with your skill level. Wait, does that contradict what I was saying before? Does it? Sort of. No, completion versus a results mentality. Many. I have many sketchbooks. Okay, sick. I'm curious. Do you do like studies, like line of action, for example? Sweet. Okay, that looks decent. And that was taken from this sketch. Very nice. Very nice. Line of action. Oh, that art studies program I showed you before. That art studies website. I'll just give it to you right here. Essentially what it does is that it sets you up with like a handful of... Oh no. Wait, no, we're good. Okay, sick. Here, this one. What it is, it's a website that allows you to do studies, so you can do figures, animals, or like faces, hands, feet, you know, scenes and environment. And essentially what it does is you can go onto any sort of figure drawing, like any sort of class, or like category, and you can choose like, okay, what do I want to draw? Like, I'm going into figures, for example. Let's go over here. We'll do scenes and environment one. That's a login only. Well, I mean, you can find plenty of free alternatives. Let's go hands and feet. So you can do either both hands or feet, you know, male or female, or both. And you can either do a session where you have 30 seconds to draw all of them, or you can do a class mode. So you can have a 30-minute class, and what it'll do, it'll give you 10 poses, which you can draw in 30 seconds, 5 poses for 1 minute, 2 poses for 5 minutes, and 1 pose for 10 minutes. And that's a really good way of, you know, quickly improving your ability to sketch dynamic poses, and also to just create dynamic figures on the fly, pretty much from memory, or like, not even from memory, but rather referenceless. Sorry? Like, oh yeah, okay, sick. I also created a new TV bunny character. Show me your TV bunny, I would like to see. But yeah, like, those resources are super helpful for like, not only being able to learn how to draw quickly, and not even learn how to draw quickly, but learn how to draw figures quickly. Like, for example, let's just bring up line of action, why not? And let's go into figures. Let's see if I can still do my 30-second figures. I don't think I can, but we'll try it. We'll try it. We'll do 30 seconds for these. And what we'll do is just get rid of lines, get rid of sketch, get rid of roughs, get rid of all of that for now. Let's see if I can remember this, because there's every single possibility that I'm just not what I used to be, but hey. Get drawing. That's a little bit sloppy, but we'll have to figure that out soon. That was 30 seconds. So that's what I managed to do in 30 seconds, and here was the reference image over here. That's what I was going off of. So yeah, like the idea is you just pick somewhere and you just like follow lines. I really should have been like more fluid in my lines. I shouldn't have been you know, like sketchy. Because what I did is I would just take an angle like that and build it like that, but really what I should have done was something more like this. And then ass cheek. What I should have done was something more akin to that. Where I just follow the line instead of just sketching it out like I did here. But yeah, like all of those resources are super helpful for like doing 30-second figures, 10-second figures, things like that. I mean, people manage to do figure drawings in 10 seconds using this method, and that's insane. Like, that's really, really insane. And that's just an automatic process. I believe the term for it is the automatic drawing technique. So you basically look at a figure, and then you just follow the lines of, you know, where your character is meant to go. I'ma just listen now. I want to draw. Go for it. I want to see you draw. And yeah, that's, and you know, anatomy is super off. You know, this bicep over here is bad. This shoulder over here is bad. So I do need to, you know, be a little bit better. Be a little bit better, as they say. I think a good way to do it would be, I think a good way to practice this technique would be for, like, daily panel drawings. Or, like, daily comics. I think that would be an interesting way of presenting the work. But yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this and go back to this. Like what we're meant to be doing. Where were you? Yeah, there you are. Goodbye. Goodbye. Livestream. Here we are. Yeah, close tabs. We know. I only had Art Deco and a couple of other tabs open, so it shouldn't matter. Oh, it's going down. What's going down? What are you doing? What do you mean? What do you mean? Ooh, what do you mean? Oh, the Titanic. I see. I see. I forget that you're watching the Titanic. Just sinking. Ay, ay, ay. That doesn't look black to me. So here's the funny thing about color, right? I mean, look at this. To me, this looks like it's dark gray at most. But you want to know why that looks like it's dark gray? It's because of the background. So if we get rid of the sketch, get rid of the roughs, okay, it still looks like it's gray. But if we change the background to white, now we can see it's black. I hate color. I hate color because, oh, your brain just takes environmental cues and, like, shifts your perception of color based on it. It's the reason why the gray squares illusion works. It works off the same principle. Let's have a look at the gray squares. There you are. Yep. This one. This one right here. Like, have a look at these two squares, A and B. Now tell me, what color are they? And you know, the same thing goes over here. Your brain takes, like, context into matter when it's determining the shade of a color. Same thing goes over here, same thing goes over here. For example, let's copy this image. And, thingy. Let's go over to here. No, come on, come on. In we go. How is it not here? I'm annoyed. No, copy image. Yeah, there we go. So look at these two, A and B. Now tell me, are they the same shade of color? Now, because of this shadow and because this is a light checkerboard and this is a dark checkerboard, your brain is inclined to think, oh, they're different shades of color. But in fact, if we hover over that, 43. If we hover over this, 43. It's the exact same friggin' color. I hate color. It's so annoying. Yep, 43. That's 70. That's 70. That's 45. And now we're back to 43. They're literally the exact same color. Look at that. Oh, you hate to see that. Brain sucks, man. I hate the brain. Oh, dude. I hate contextual colors, man. That's silly. Ugh. Color is hard. Color is hard, man. And the worst thing is, right, this looks like a different color now compared to, like, this. But you remove it and now it's the same color again. You thought these were the same colors. No, no. Very, very dark color compared to this one over here. Same thing goes over here. No, 43, 43. And it's the same color as the checkerboard. And it's the same color. Ah, everything is pain. Everything is just sadness. Ah, goodness. And what is this? This is 32. This is 24. You know, these are similar colors. Ah, could you imagine? This is about the zone where they start to blend in. Yep. Hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. Alright. But enough ranting about color. Let's get back into the business. Ugh. Merd. Merd, merd, merd. Oh, come on, you. Where are you? There you are. Oh, you joking. Oh, come on. Come on. This is silly. This is getting silly now. Oh, I'm gonna have to eyeball this. Oh, I hate. And black. Come on. Come on, come on. So, yeah, we're good. Right. Come on, you. Come on, stop being unnecessarily stubborn. Alright? Being awfully pernickety over here. I would appreciate it if you quit your sass for like 3 seconds. That would be great. Who are we missing? We're missing the light bulb. There we are. Sweet. That's all gone now. Sweet. That was our scene. Now this is our scene. Because it's meant to be shot from the perspective of the shackles, which are here. Prefect's over here. He's in line with the sofa. He's crouching down. That's where the door frame is. You know, if Prefect were to stand up, his head would be around here. chandelier is back. Oh, should the chandelier be larger then? No, maybe Prefect's head would be around here. He's crouching, so if he stood up, he would be around here. I almost deleted all of my frames. This is why you keep backups of your work. I don't, because I live on the edge. But this is why you keep backups of all your work. Let's get rid of this grey squares illusion. There you are. On your own. How do you feel as you're on your own? Yeah. Honestly, like, why wouldn't you live life on the edge? It's just the best way to live, honestly.
You feel alive.
You feel the adrenaline coursing through your veins. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, it's cathartic. It's cathartic is what it is. We're on panel 5. We need to pick up the pace. That's the good thing, though, is now we're at an impasse. It's not, no, impasse, that's the incorrect use of the word. Impasse is like when you become a situation where no progress is possible. No, this is where we approach a turning point, shall we say, where we can get a lot quicker with our line work. No, come on. No, come on. No, come on. Oh, I forgot to check something. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. No, I'm gonna say that they're not doing anything. Yeah, we'll follow Tom Fox draws. Why not? We need to max out the follow counter at 666. So we need to find new and interesting people to follow. 108. Very nice. I'm breaking my own rules, but I do not care. Oh, hell yeah. I got 20 page views yesterday. And I've got no clue. Actually, I do know why. I do know why I got 20 page views yesterday. 78 monthly page views. If we can break 100, molto bene. Molto bene. Still have 2 subs, still have 21 updates total. We have 3 monthly updates. We're going to have a 4th monthly update soon. But yeah, no, we're going to have a... No, we are going to max out at 3 monthly updates. Can we get higher, though? We could max out at 4 monthly updates, actually. Who cares? Look, I'm just talking analytics at this point. This is not conducive to our work. What our work requires us to do is our work requires us to be speedy and accurate and silly at the same time. Because, you know, it's not a fun stream if I'm just a boring sack of crap sitting here spouting gibberish. Or like semi-sage piece of advice. We gotta have some fun with it, you know? We gotta have some fun with it. There's a time for seriousness, there's also a time for enjoying stuff in life. This is one of those moments. I do not know how face wrinkles work. I'm not going to pretend how to know face wrinkles work. Oh, damn. No, we actually have to draw his whole nose out. Oh, my bad. My bad, I forgot about that. But that's fine, because we're just built different. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. We can just move that down a little bit. Very nice. It's gonna look a little wonky, but, you know, for the most part, it'll do. It'll do. I've joined on my iPad now because your phone died. Rip. Rip. You poor thing. You poor thing. But I hope the drawing is going well, though. I hope that's going well. Yeah, I'm taking a 2D approach to it, you know, sue me. Sue me. I still can't draw straight jawlines. I basically have to, you know, speed run it. Like, I can't, because, you know, imagine if you're trying to draw a line at a diagonal. You know, it's not gonna be entirely straight, but if you just do that, then eventually you're gonna find something that you like. No, my acrylic paints are all... No! Okay, hold up. We're gonna find a solution for you. Watery acrylic paint. Okay. Why is your acrylic paint runny? If it's happening while painting, it could be due to adding too much water while mixing the paint. Or you could not have wiped out your brush enough, thus increasing... No. How do you fix watery acrylic paint? Trying to work with runny can leave you frustrated. Before you throw out, try to thicken it up with some cornstarch. Okay, try and find some cornstarch to thicken up your paint. How do you fix watery paint? You can also shake and stir it, so probably shake and stir it before adding cornstarch to it. Yeah, no, try shaking it up before you add cornstarch to it. It's super important. Alright, see you, Kelsey. See you, Kelsey. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, toodles. I need to stop with whistling, goodness gracious. Very arts are full of streams. Okay, sweet. Just making sure I got the right title, because, you know, we could have always had the wrong title, and we would have never known. We would have never known. And someone left. No, someone's still here. No, that's good, that's good, that's good. That's fine, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Sweet. Alright, that'll do. Sweet. Get rid of this. Very good. Very good. Ooh, let's check something. Let's check something real quick. I wonder if that one mystery viewer, they did not subscribe. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, that sucks. Oh well. What can you do? What can you do? You can only hope. You can only hope sometimes. I can assume that you're the only one still here, Ku. Because there was one other person, and I certainly need to get myself a VR chat model, goodness gracious. That'll be a job for when I'm in college. Right. Come on. Sweet. That'll be it. We got that. And we just have to draw him and him. Very nice. 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 Yoink, yoink, yoink. Yoink, 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 yoink. No, we're good there. Very nice. Oh my lord, I'm actually really happy with how that hand turned out. Oh goodness. See, it's the little moments like that that make you happy. It's always the little moments. Always the little moments. I mean, look at that. Look, I mean, that... Come on. Come on, you gotta admit. You gotta admit, that is... Like, that's a... Okay, okay, I realize what I could have done better. Like, this knuckle is probably too high. I should probably move that down. But, like, you know, it's a good hand. It's a good hand. Oh, man, I sketched that out. I can't believe I did that. I can't say I'm going to be too pleased with this one, though. This one I did very, very quickly, so we'll have to see how that turns out. Oh, it's cute when you... Stop you. Stop. You have to have your little victories every now and again. Otherwise, you're just going to be a grumpy old git. Anyway. Anyway. No, we have to draw him flicking a switch somehow. Yoink, yoink. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. And, there we go. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's see. Got to get that comic page. Oh, right, yeah, because you're doing the Ombra della Pura. Let's have a look at, you know, Google Translate. Where are you? We are looking for Shadow of Fear, because that is what Ombra del Pura means. English to Italian. It's what, like Ombra del Pura. Oh, my bad. Wrong way around. Shadow of Fear. There you are.
Ombra della paura.
Okay, so I've really botched the pronunciation of that. Paura. Okay. Ombra della Paura. Something like that. You know. I gotta teach myself Italian someday, so I can properly write a certain character's dialogue with a bit more eloquence, with a bit more nuance and a bit more sophistication. Oh, wrong way. Oops, we gotta fix that. Wrong way up. There we are. That's a bit of a small finger, honestly. We can go and change that just a little bit. It's a small light switch, but honestly, I'm not too concerned. Flick. There we go. I'd love to learn another language, but what I find more my bread and butter is sign... No, sign language is good, because the best thing about sign language is it's largely universal. You don't have sign languages for each individual language, but you do have the universal language of sign language. So really, you can communicate with anyone across the globe, granted they know sign language. Yeah, sign language are languages that use visual manual modality. Oh, okay, so there's American Sign Language. ASL is the typical one. Relationships with spoken languages. There is a common misconception that sign languages are somehow dependent on spoken languages, that they are spoken language expressed in signs, or that they were invented by hearing people. Similarities in language processing in the brain between signed and spoken further perpetuated this misconception. Hearing teaches no. As a sign language develops, it sometimes borrows elements from spoken languages. So there are differences between British and American sign... Wait, what? For the whole, though, sign languages are independent of spoken languages and follow their own paths of development. For example, BSL, British Sign Language, and ASL, American Sign Language, are quite different and mutually unintelligible, even though the hearing people of the United Kingdom and United States share the same spoken language. Interesting. The grammars of sign languages do not usually resemble those of spoken languages. In fact, in terms of syntax, ASL shares more with spoken Japanese than it does with English. Interesting. Similarly, countries which use a single spoken language throughout may have two or more sign languages. Okay, interesting. So there's like many different types. I mean, you have BSL, ASL, things like that. In society. Famous examples include, on occasion, with the prevalence of deaf people is high enough, a deaf sign language has been taken up by an entire local community, sometimes called a village sign language, or shared signing communities. Typically this happens in small, tightly integrated communities with a closed gene pool. Famous examples include Martha's Vineyard Sign Language in the United States, Al-Said Bedouin Sign Language, Israel, in Bali, in Ghana, and in Mexico. In such communities, deaf people are generally well integrated in the general community and not socially disadvantaged, so much so that it is difficult to speak of a separate deaf community. Many Australian Aboriginal sign languages arose in the context of extensive speech taboos, such as during mourning and initiation rites. Okay. They are or were initially highly developed among the Walpiri, Waramungu, Dairi, I'm botching all of these, Kaitite, that's just bad, Arente, and Warumampa, that's probably better to, whatever. Pidgin, I'm aware of Pidgin, and sign language is also used by some people as a form of alternative and augmentative communication by people who can hear but cannot use their voices to speak. Ah, okay, so people... Yeah, so the mute. People who are mute. Interesting. Okay, sick. Interesting. I used to have a job that saw a common flux of deaf customers. That's how I got the spark to learn. I had one real bad experience with someone I just couldn't understand. Man, that sucks. But again, like, learning sign language would bridge the gap. This is alright, I'm messing this up intentionally, and I do not care. Hat. Time for hat. We have currently spent almost 2 hours doing, like, barely any line art. This is a little bit unfortunate. We need to speed up. We need to speed up quite considerably, in fact. Two hours of a good time is 2 hours of a good life done. True, absolutely true. But that's it, that's this panel done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do this, and then panel 5, and do that, and do that, and do that. Oh, whoops, my bad. What? Oh, I see. Get rid of that. Oh, I messed up there. Okay, let's have a look. There you are. And let's see what we can get rid of here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, whoops. Let's not do that. Oh, goodness. I actually feel a bit hungry now. Tell you what, I'm gonna finish off this panel, grab a snack, come back, do all this in one go. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Alright. Panel 6 now. Panel 6. Bet? Bet? Bet, question mark? Let's not worry about that. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Have I screwed up the muzzle position? I don't think so, but I'm just gonna change this slightly. Very nice. Oops. That's a little bit wonky, but that's alright. What is Australia like? I feel like it's the world's invisible spot. Okay. Yeah, no, Australia is lovely. That's the thing though. We're not technically a superpower. Like us in New Zealand, we're not technically superpowers. I'll tell you what though. In terms of invisible spots in our media, we barely hear a thing of anything that comes from Europe. So we hear a lot about America, we hear a lot about the UK, but we never hear anything about Europe, unless it's like associated with the world stage. We hear a lot about China because obviously big trade partner and but yeah, we hear a lot about you guys because obviously America and Australia are allies, same goes for the UK. But we don't hear a lot about Europe because it's its own thing. Yeah, we don't hear a lot about Europe. I don't know. I think nowadays America is the biggest crybaby. I think, you know, anything post-Obama feels like, you know, very dramatic. But, I don't know. Strange how much the perception of America has changed in only 4 years, you know? Because before then, for the past 8 years, America was a fairly stable neoliberalist paradise. But ever since Trump got in, well, now America is all the rage in terms of the global stage. Because now people just want to hear about the next domestic crisis that happens in America. A very interesting shift in politics from a global stage to a rather domestic front with the Trump administration. Because, you know, as much as everyone says, oh, Trump bad, but, you know, I suppose he did give a shed light on domestic issues in America more so than any other president. For better, for worse. In my opinion, for worse, but, you know. Anyway, let's not, I'm glad we're done with all of that. I prefer normalcy in my politics. Makes things very, very predictable. And I'm not going to say Biden's a better president than Trump. I'm not going to say he's a worse president than Trump. But I am going to say he's more stable. And that's why I'm glad he's in. So I take it you're not from America, judging from like how you've conducted yourself. I'm gonna say you're from somewhere in Europe. You could be from Australia, and I would never have known. But I feel like you're from Europe. And yeah, I have messed up his eyes over here, so... As long as it looks anatomically correct, like obviously this sketch of mine is going to look bad stylistically, but as long as it looks anatomically correct, then I'm happy with it. Oh, you're not from Europe. Where are you? West coast of America. Oh, so you were just casually slagging off your own country. That's funny. Oh, that's very, very funny. I just wish America had a... Okay. And I have my thoughts as to why it is, but I wish America was more livable. You know what I mean? 10 p.m. right now. Ah, I see. I just wish America was more, like, livable. Not liberal, but livable. Because right now, I believe you guys are sitting in at the number 19 spot across all countries for, you know, standard of living. If I remember correctly, Australia was about 5th. You know, I wish you guys had it easier, you know? America seems like such a nice place sometimes. You got, like, a lot of nice people in America. I mean, you got a lot of nasty bastards, but, you know, that's the same as any country. You know, and, you know, I have my reasons as to why I think it's that way. I think the political system you guys have over there is rather temperamental. I think the political system you guys have over there is a little, you know, rather flawed. And, you know, we have our own flaws. Britain has its own flaws too. I think every single democracy on the planet has its own flaws. Every single form of government has its own flaws. Except for governments that were set up rather recently in terms of, you know, the world stage. I mean, hell, even China is rather draconian in the way that it governs things, which I have my, you know, negative thoughts about. France is rather conservative. Most places in Europe have a far-right problem at the moment, where nationalism and populism is being hijacked by far-right radical groups. It's there are rather scary times that we're living in, honestly. We've had like a rather left-leaning revolution with like the Labour Party in Britain, the Labour Party in Australia, the Democratic Party in America, with neoliberalism, but now I think it's swinging back the other way, and I just hope it doesn't keep up that trend, because the last thing we want is a nationalist, populist government in place, because those are never pretty, in terms of, you know, what we've had in the past. Honestly, don't bother myself with politics. I haven't never registered yourself to vote because I don't see the election as something I want to indulge in every fall. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I like seeing the mechanics of politics. I don't necessarily like dealing with the people of politics, if that makes sense. Because, like, college politics itself, while a rat race and while interesting to deal with, is just, it's so annoying. Like, it's definitely a lesson I learned after, you know, indulging in streamers such as Hasanabi, for instance. Like, a lot of social justice issues of, like, left-leaning commentators, and even right-leaning commentators, mind you, is like, political commentators nowadays focus purely on social issues because, you know, money is boring, and systems of government are boring. It's much easier to indulge in some of the negative parts of human psychology, such as discrimination, hate. You know, no one really wants to talk money, because that's what politics used to be, at least for the turn of the 20th century, or 21st, I should say. Nowadays, it's just, how divisive and how right can you be? Both for left and for right, both for good and for evil. You know, everyone's a bad guy nowadays. And it's a damn shame to see the landscape of politics devolve into something like that. It makes me upset because now I feel like progress is at an impasse. People are entitled to their own opinions, so much so that they aren't willing to accept the opinions of others. And politics has just been reduced to a glorified screaming match. It's much more interesting to see the rise of global powers, and, you know, more nuanced aspects of political theory rather than, you know, social justice, social issues, rather, you know, trivial things, which, you know, they're important things, mind you, but I feel like the more attention you give to something, the less progress. Actually, no, I'd say that's wrong. No, that's a wrong thing to say. That's completely incorrect. I don't know. I like obviously when you give social issues a megaphone, you're gonna get the best of humanity out of it. You're also gonna get the worst of humanity out of it. And personally, I'm rather disgusted with what I've seen with what humanity, and with all of its beauty, what all of its brutality can achieve at the same time. Every single far-right grift, every single left-wing grift, it does make me upset sometimes, seeing mankind divided over rather trivial issues. And you know, not to say things like race, gender, ethnicity, things like that are so trivial. They're not. I feel like there's obviously a financial aspect that stems from it. And I feel like once we address the financial aspects, we might be making a lot more progress than, you know, don't call a black person the very worst of words, don't call a gay person the very worst of words. Don't continue on with your, you know, your friggin' there's only two genders rhetoric. You know, I feel like we could be a lot more, I don't know. Maybe, look, I'm just ranting at this point more than anything. I'm just upset. I'm just upset with seeing all the screaming. Not my type of politics that I want to get into. Anyway, I got a message on Discord. Let's have a look at this. I guess it's gonna be me, isn't it? Yeah. Are they playing DBD? I think they... Oh, they're doing Watch together. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I think the Capitol riot is what really killed the populist movement in a lot of ways. Because, you know, America the free, woohoo. But yeah, no, I'll give myself a little moment and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna finish off this panel, I'm gonna grab myself a snack, I'm gonna continue drawing line art. You know how it be.
fucking murder.
Is that Mewzer again?
Hi.
Back. Goodness gracious, that was funny. Alright, but we're actually back for realsies this time. Ugh, merd. Merd, merd. Okay, sweet. Also, West Coast, I'm going to assume that you're a lefty, which, you know, I don't care. Or you could call yourself not a cunt. Because I will. Where are the page numbers? For Felis or for, I assume you mean for Felis. Oh, left-winger. Left-winger, not left-handed. I don't know. Probably shouldn't have even said lefty. I should have just used the shorthand of or like progressive or conservative. That's much more conducive to describing social issues rather than left wing or right wing. Anyway, but yeah, for Felis, I don't publicly describe my page count. I don't have a page counter in the bottom right hand corner of my pages, which I probably will implement going forward, but for now I don't. And there's a good reason for that, but I won't tell you right now. But I do not have page numbers for Felis, per se. I do mention page numbers in a cryptic way, but you're going to have to figure that out on your own. You might want to consider why I title each of my episodes the way I do. I don't know, you might find something there, you might not. There's a couple of interesting things, and I know that you're reading it on Webtoon, so you'll probably see some of the more weird and more sus elements of it. I don't know. Maybe you can solve a few puzzles, maybe spend an entire afternoon dedicated to cracking a few. Who knows? Who knows? Number 6 on the website. I'll just go onto Webtoons myself and let's go through it to get 123. Damn! That's spassy. Also, I can tell that view count updates like every couple of hours, I think. Who knows? I should probably make a Patreon and link it in here. That might be fun. So, number 6. Oh, yeah, so you're talking about causality 1-242. Yep. Okay. That's what you're talking about. Just to make sure that I am correct. Yep, I do have my creator's notes. Very good. Molto bene. Molto bene. Yeah, there's a little bit of cheeky Easter eggs that you might want to look at. Maybe you might not. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Also, that is a very goofy looking Styles who's currently running, but who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Right. Yeah, causality 1-242. Interesting, really. Interesting. I believe causality 1-242 correlates to this over here. No, because it's not going to correlate to this. Yeah, causality 1-24-2 is going to correlate to this one right here. Okay, good to know. Yeah, if it's number 6 on the website, that means it's the 6th episode. But causality naming conventions means something completely different. And some of the puzzles as well. That's another thing though. You'll notice that on some of the pages I haven't included like a puzzle. And I really need to update some of those old pages with new puzzles. I just gotta write something for those. You know, because it helps to have something interactive for the readers to do, other than just comic. There we go. Very nice. Very, very nice. I don't know, really. I think... So, for example, like, the teeth on the inside, I don't even want to say it was Cthulhu imagery. I think, I referenced the World Eater, or something like that. Basically, like, this huge worm with a cylindrical body, and all it was just teeth going through. It might have been the Sarlacc, or something that was inspired by the Sarlacc. But the Umbra's design itself comes from, or is implicitly tied to the name. I won't explain entirely, like, my thoughts behind the Umbra, but there is a reason why the Sandworm from June, but the Sandworm from June is also, like, you know, similar to the worm, Star Wars. There you are. Where are you? No, that's something completely different. The Sand Burrower is something... Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, the idea of, like, a worm creature, with a... Oh, that is... I hate that. But the idea of a creature that, like, opens its mouth and it's literally rows of teeth, arranged in a circle, just like, you know, that's the spice right there. Not the space slug, not the exogorth, whatever the hell it's called. I hate that so much. I remember watching that episode and being scared so bad. But yeah, like the concept of like a sandworm that and where it's just teeth going down into the center. It probably wasn't Star Wars, but, you know, that's Dune's influence on Star Wars. Oh, so you actually... Oh, okay, I was thinking of something completely different. Then yeah, no, Dune must have been, like, the original catalyst, and then obviously it came through in, you know, places like Star Wars, the Sarlacc pit, things like that. Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct if it was originally from Dune. Sand Burrower probably referenced from Dune. Yes, here we go. Yeah, this scary stuff right here, that is something I absolutely fuck with. That is something I absolutely fuck with, yeah. Just the idea of a huge worm with rows of teeth going into the backwards of its throat. I can't remember where on earth I got the concept of, like, the soul-sucking aspects of it, and, you know, obviously it's nuanced, I can't remember where I got that from. maybe, let's have a think. Maybe I got it from, strangely enough, Yu-Gi-Oh! Of all places, but I don't think I even got it from Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know, could have mixed a bit of Dementor in there. Look, it's a monster. It's a monster at the end of the day, a soul-sucking monster that takes the form of, you know, various images for obvious reasons. Oh, that's a little bit like a Bogart too. Wow, that's a lot more Harry Potter than I initially thought. But anyway, it's your stock standard monster, and I hope to create more in the future, not just fantastical monsters, but maybe human ones as well. I want to do a lot more body horror stuff. That's something that I'm very interested in. Originally, I think when I was designing Chapter 3, I was biblically accurate angels. But yeah, when I was, ah yes, biblically accurate angels. Gonna paint that one day. Me too. Me too. I would love to paint biblically accurate angels one day too. But when I was designing when I was thinking up what I was gonna do for this chapter, originally I was gonna do a lot more grotesque imagery. Originally I had the thought of having one of the characters, I think it was Styles, be impaled by an object, and his basically like along I think it's the left side of his abdomen. Basically what would happen during the mummification process is to remove the intestines, you would make an incision at the left or right side of the abdomen and then just chuck out the organs. I was going to have a similar situation where, you know, Styles would be forced to use his own organs as a slippery rope to try and climb back up, you know, and escape from a spike pit, but I just worked that spike pit design into what you will eventually read in Chapter 3. And so I went away from that body horror idea. I want to lean more into body horror with Eve, though. That's definitely, because, like, right now, I've got an idea for how her abilities are going to work. And I won't spoil too much right now, but I've got in the idea of my mind the concept of pain split, which, instead of, you know, you're sick as fuck, that's metal. Oh, thank you. I think I want to reserve a lot of that metal body horror stuff to Eve, because I have in the idea of my mind the concept of pain split, which, you know, typical healers, what you would do, you know, you're just going to regenerate your guy, and I think that's rather boring. I like the concept of a healer or a cleric, basically, sort of similar to Paul in, you know, the eponymous Paul, Paul the alien from his movie, how he healed people, which was, he would essentially, like, take on their injury and, like, mimic their injury to heal the person. So, in my mind, I've got the idea of pain split, which Eve will, like, you know, Eve will be able to use. And essentially, whenever one of my characters are injured, Eve will share the pain or share the injury with themselves, or, like, with herself, to make the injury of one of my characters sort of less, how do I say it, less severe, shall we say. Like, say for example, someone gets shot, Eve would just split that injury between herself, or like between the victim and herself, to, you know, instead of having a gunshot wound, have like a lesion area instead. You know what I mean? I think the concept of pain split as a manifestation of healing is interesting, and I would really like to write more interesting set pieces, especially for Chapter 4. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil too much about that. I'm not going to spoil too much about what I've got in plan, or like what I've got in mind. But yeah, I've got some interesting body horror ideas in the works that I hope I can incorporate one day. Oh dear, I just ranted for about 30 seconds about random body horror stuff. Oh goodness. This is what happens when I get off topic, is I just rant about my own work, and then I get none of my own work even done. So I'm gonna just shut up for a little bit. And, you know, if you bring something up, I'll probably talk to you about it a little bit. But yeah. That's metal. Its power itself is a good one for someone who is a healer, but at the same time, all that pain would limit... Exactly. That's the thing, though. It's not like she could do it constantly, but here's the thing, right? You could do it constantly, but you could also do it... But you can't do it for the same injury. So you could heal a gunshot wound, sure, but you can't heal a gunshot wound that's similar to the location that your person experienced it in. So say if you got shot in the arm, you could absolutely pain split, so you could have an injury that's, you know, less lethal, especially if it's a gunshot wound that hits a major artery. So you could absolutely pain split to avoid an injury that would result in a lot of blood loss. But if you have, like, for example, like, you can't have a chopped limb, for example, you know, because, like, if you had a chopped... This friggin' mosquito mother frigger is getting an... Oh goodness, I've got a mosquito in my room, that's not bad. Oh, that's not good, sorry. But yeah, no, if you had something like a chopped off limb, the fact that, like, you can't really pain split with that. I think that's a good limitation on a healing ability, because it, you know, the worst cardinal sin you can perform with healing is you reduce the concept of mortality, you know, or like you lessen the concept of mortality. It's similar to resurrection. But yeah, anyway. Oop, not bullseye, yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, we're still meant to be drawing Clive, damn it. Oh, it's taken me so long. I'm gonna speed through this, I think. Then... Come on, you. Come on. Come on, you're right here. Got it! That is a dead bug. Dead bug indeed. Yeah, no, I like having rules and abilities that have a limit. Also, like, interesting ways of healing people too, I really enjoy. For example, I'm gonna lean into JoJo's again. Basically, Giorno Giovanna's ability is, like, he can give life to objects, and later on in the series, he learns that he can reproduce body parts from inanimate objects, and then kind of, like, slot them into places where you can... So essentially, like, it's a roundabout form of healing, where instead of healing a specific body part, you're just, like, giving life to objects to basically, like, patch people up. And I really like the concept of that. I think Stone Free has something, and certainly Cream Starter is another ability that Araki thought up, where essentially you can heal someone, and it's sort of like Pain Split, but what it is, it's like a can of shaving cream, but it's flesh. So you can spray flesh onto someone who is in pain and restore some of their vitality, but that flesh comes from yourself. So it's kind of like Pain Split in a way, but less so, if that makes sense. But yeah, I really want to do something with Pain Split going forwards. And sort of unconventional ways of healing. Yo, speaking of healers, go for it. Go for it, go for it, go for it. That's the wonder of you. Also, what an interesting standability one to review is. I had this really fun idea for a story because I often see some silly fad in manga going about for too long, and I like to make sarcastic plots with those overdone tropes. Hit me with it. Hit me with it. Hit me with your idea. That's the wonder of you. There we go. Yeah, this is a hand that I'm not going to be proud of, isn't it? That's okay, though. So, with this isekai fad, or just you end up in another world plot, I had an idea where a group of people end up in another world. Sort of like Fox Hill, but I'm definitely not like an isekai. Yeah, Fox Hill is certainly not an isekai in the conventional sense. And you know, you have a couple of parody isekais, like That Time I Woke Up as a Slime, where you literally, instead of like the typical isekai plot is you wake up in a magical world and or like in a different world to your own, and you're forced to sort of what is it, and like you're kind of the hero by default, but in That Time I Turned Into a Slime, it parodies it because you're basically reincarnated as a low level enemy and forced to survive in this bad world. But no, go on with your idea. I would like to hear it. Gimmick is the group consists of a psychologist, a chiropractor, and a physical therapist. Okay. Interesting. I'm curious where you go with this. And it's about them going to kingdom using their talents to help people move the plot. Okay. Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. There we go. I'm just gonna, yeah, do the easy route on that. Now, what we do is... Oh, whoopsie. I forgot one extra thing. While you type out your plot, I'm gonna go off and grab myself something to eat because, oh boy, am I nibbly. Am I in the market for some nibbles? Yoink. Oh, my lord, not that. Yeah, that, and then that, and then... Scump, 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 scump. Sweet. Now we just got this, 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 and this. And that'll be easy to do. Well, easier. I wouldn't say easy peasy, but easier. So it'd just be situations that require them to think outside the box with their skills, like a large dragon with an aching back, a frog prince needing support in his predicament. So just shenanigans like that. It was a short-lived idea, really. No, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I like episodic stories, in a way. Not everything has to have some grandiose plot to it. I like short episode, short episode stories can, they have their merits. But yeah, I'm gonna go off and grab myself something to eat. And, yeah, I will be right back. Here we are. Made fun of the reincarnation fad. That time I was reincarnated into a giant magical snake working a... That sounds incredible! Are you kidding me? That's an incredible idea. That sounds so funny. The time I was reincarnated as a giant magical snake working a cubicle job sounds oh, that sounds ludicrous and I love it. Ugh. Okay, now we are here. Has been mistakenly reincarnated in the wrong life a couple of times because the angel that oversees him is a rookie. And so unfortunately the angel runs out of lives to give the guy and has to drop him into a world where everyone who is waiting to be reincarnated have to hang around till then. And the angel can't change him out of his current reincarnation, so he's stuck as a giant magical snake till then. His cubicle job had a co-worker. That was a... Okay, no, that's incredible. That's so funny. I really want to see that now. No, you keep it. You absolutely keep it. That's yours. You should be proud that you came up with that idea, honestly. Oh, we're currently at 2 hours 37 minutes. Oh man, alright. Let's do 789 then. There we are. I just figured out something. You know what? But I'm gonna do it first here, and then we can replicate. On a more personal note, I added a story that was more about my fear of parenting. Oh? Oh, as in like parenting a child, or just parenting in general? I me. Oh, pardon me. Where an expecting mother is told her twin children were not going to survive birth, the mother seeks help from a witch, and the witch gives her drinks for her worries. Okay. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, this solves everything. I mean, not really, but, you know, you get where I'm coming from. A little bit less. Oh wow, that's semi-game changing actually. Cool. Good to know. When she drinks it, she does not feel anything, but later she is told that the health had somehow returned to them. Okay. Oh, nice. That's an interesting idea. I'm liking it. How the mother tries to raise the dragons. Hmm. I'm liking the way you think. I'm loving the way you think, actually. Dragons can speak English, but they struggle. The struggle more comes from how small and weak she is compared to them, and how trying to raise them as you would a human child. She has no choice but to adapt. Later the mother finds and confronts the witch that she stole her true children away from her, but the witch reassures her those dragons are her children. She had simply changed body, not mind. Ah, okay. So that's all I got for that. It's a little sparkler. Definitely pick it up. I mean, pick up all of your ideas. They're all very good. All very, very inventive. Very, very imaginative too. Oh boy. I have 10 plus years of RP experience. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, bring out the RP experience. Yes, yes. Got to also work on my Pacific Rim fanfic. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh goodness, I just zoned out there. Because Uprising was so... Yeah. Yeah. Wait, did I do that correctly? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Oh boy, I'm starting to run out of steam. Whew. Oh boy. Oh, nice. I'll have a little look at that. Oh. Oh, nice. Your friend is really good at drawing. Big Mad Red. Very nice. Alright, we're gonna bring that over here. And just do that. Oh my lord, I forgot to do something real quick. Is this? There we go. Very nice. Into this. And this. And what else? We got this stuff here. Cool. Very nice. Whew. That was a character I can't find a good story for, but would love to put it in some fights. Lovely. Oh, lovely. Okay. I'm just thinking about what I have to push through to finish off today. I've got Clive to basically trace over my own work. I've got Eve. I've got the bench. I've got Butch. And I've got Kabir. Oh, I'm just getting mad sleepy though. I'm just gonna take a moment. And by take a moment, I mean go for a wee. I will just be right back. One piss break, and that'll be all it takes. Okay, no, it's 3 hours. I'm gonna have to... What am I gonna have to do? Actually, it should do it automatically, so whatever. But yeah, I'll be right back. right. Okay. Be careful not to get too sleepy. I used to follow who would stream constantly and always sound like he was about to pass out. I don't know why he doesn't give himself a break. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to think, Mewzer, think. Finish off Clive, finish off Butch, finish off Eve. Those should be easy drawings to do because there's not much going on. Yep. Last push, one last push. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Ow! I think once we've done that, then I'm gonna end stream. Oh boy. This is a bit of Alright. Imagine if I'd actually passed out though, that would be silly. Alright, there we go. I think I'll do that at the end actually. The guy did pass out on stream for 4 hours. Oh no. Oh dear, that's not good. Oh, thanks, Nord. You're so cool. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, Nord. And he's a VTuber. Oh, no. Oh, that's funny. Oh, what's his name? Or what's... Yeah, what's his name? Right, there's Eve. Shoo. 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 Yeah. I wouldn't mind following a couple more, like, I don't, yeah, furry VTubers. Just to see, what the business is, what the biz new is. Oh, I've been pinged again. Oh. Oh, at everyone. I'm just gonna mute myself. Oh, you can't find? Aw, that sucks. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. I'll be right back. Oh no, I had a video favorited, but it's not that, so they stopped being a VTuber. Oh. Also, yeah, I had to mute my desktop audio and my microphone because I was talking to people. No, your phone isn't muted. Your phone isn't muted. I muted the stream so I could talk to some friends of mine. But yeah. Let's see. We've still got to finish Eve twice. Let's do something that's, actually, no, that'll come afterwards. Want quiet here. Oh, goodness. Hello, Nerys. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing it. Yo, we got a Twitch spammer. Ay, we love to see that. Unfortunately, YouTube has a thing where if you spend too many messages, it'll automatically put you in timeout. Oh, I see. He's one of these guys. Okay. So long. So long. I'm not gonna ban you, but I am gonna put you in timeout. Because ultimately, that's even funnier. Oh dear. That's hilarious. Anyway, we're gonna continue doing this. Anyway, Koo, how are you doing? How are you doing? We're about to finish up here, which is the good thing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, just random people on the internet, man. It's funny. I'm not even, what's his face? Oh, nice, I killed a mosquito with my bare hands. The funny thing is, right, like, I'm not even, like, ashamed, or I'm not even, offended by people like that. Because ultimately, what they're giving me is an extra viewer counter, and that just makes me more powerful. That's what people don't understand. I want to have all the toxic spam bots in my chat. You know, unless they decide to do some rather malicious things. But right now, it's like, it's pretty fun. I won't ban them. I'll keep them as my pet. Ironic how the furry is keeping people as their pet. Anyway, we're about to finish up here. Goodness. Cool. No, why does Eve have way too curly hair? Oh, it's fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Now, if they start spamming slurs, then I'm gonna have to ban them, but... Hey, they left on their own! Yo! Yo! Imagine increasing my chat rate and playbacks. Isn't going to hell because of... It's... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yo! Imagine spamming, getting put in timeout, and immediately just giving me another view and more chat rate. That's fantastic. I love people like that. They only make me more powerful. Now, if they come back again, that'll be funny. I would love to see them come back. I would love to see them make a triumphant... Oh, we got 2 concurrent viewers. Oh, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, I would love it. I would just love it for some spiciness to happen. If they start spamming slurs, then I'll ban them, but, like, for the moment, they're fine. They're fine. I'm keeping them as my pet, you see. They're giving me attention. And above all, that's what fuels me, is attention. Ay, alright. Oh, and they're not here anymore. Well, that's a shame. It's probably just like a really, really young child. I wouldn't be surprised. easy. I never really came across a hater, but I don't really... Ah, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm used to getting, like, teased about it, which is fine. I'm just glad, like, I'm not, you know, when people tease me for being gay, that's when that stuff really gets under my skin. Because, like, furry, whatever. I'm used to it. But when it, like, you know, when it comes to, like, something I can't choose, that's when I get, you know, very, very annoyed. Very, very offended. So, if Haris continues, or, like, you know, if Haris says a slur, calls me an F-gut, then I'll definitely ban them. But for now, they're just chilling. They're just chilling. Hey, okay. Nice, nice. Ah, yes, give me more chat rate. Give me more chat rate, yo. Is it not accepted? What, fairies? No, no, it's just like, because obviously, like I have IRL friends who just tease me about it, it's fine. It's not like a unacceptance thing, it's just a teasing thing. Oh goodness. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think when I have no thoughts. That's another dead bug. Yo, let's go. Oh, being gay. Oh, hell yeah. No, being gay is truly accepted in Australia. Like, as about as accepted as other parts of the world. But, you know, still, I'll get the occasional bit of homophobia in my day-to-day life. Like, I'll still get that. I think anyone would usually get that. Like, I've had people who are like, oh, you know, it's just because you're gay, or like, stop acting so gay around me. Like, dude, come on. Come on. What do you mean, guy? What do you mean? Alright. We currently have a pet in chat, though, so we're at... Hmm? Yeah, of course I've experienced homophobia. Are you kidding me? That's like a, you know, it happens. I'm not going to say that I agree with it, and I'm not going to say that I'm tolerant of it, but, you know, it happens. I wish it didn't happen, but, you know. That's just what, you know. Sometimes you gotta accept it. Well, not accept it, but, you know. Not, be awfully surprised when parts of a society just rear their ugly head. Wait, what do you mean we got an incel here? Oh, wait, hold up. Let's have a look at the replay of chat. Oh, because it didn't come up in chat. Being gay, I mean. Alright, let's see if something else came up. If it didn't, then, you know, chat's working as usual, but... If you gay, you get sex. If you... Oh, I see. No, that didn't appear in chat. That's weird. Yeah, you're getting banned, my friend. That was weird. That didn't occur in chat at all. Yeah, remove. Wait, is that remove a message or... Ah. Oh, that's a shame. I wish I could just ban the guy outright. That sucks. Remove, report, hide user on this. Ah, you know what? We don't have that much time left to stream, so I'm just gonna keep putting them in timeout. Ah, I see. Good to know. Good to know. Because, like, YouTube chat, bugs out every now and again. And it just won't display the messages that come through on Streamlabs. And I've got no clue why. It is rather weird. You see, it is rather weird. But now, we got a timer. Q, because, like, obviously you're watching the stream, I'm just gonna give you straight up moderator privilege. If you see that guy say anything silly again, then just put him in cheeky timeout. Don't ban him, because, you know, he's a fun pet. He's a fun pet to keep around. But, like, every now and again, I just won't see a message on YouTube chat, but it does appear somehow through stream. Which, like, I don't know. If you could do that, I would be highly appreciative, but, yeah. Anyway, this has given us a bit of a time limit for the end of stream. Oh, no, being mod... Oh, who cares? It's very nonchalant. Basically, all you do is you go over a guy... You, like, hover over a guy with your mouse. You get those funky 3 little buttons, and then you put them in timeout. It'll just, like, mute them for 3 minutes... Or, like, 5 minutes straight. Which is good, because, like, it keeps them around. It keeps my average watch time up, and it keeps my chat rate up. But, like, if I got raided, then that would be annoying. That was, I would have to invest in Nightbot, if that was the case. Oh, dang, that stopped? Oh, dang, alright. I can't believe we got to the end of that video. You can remove yourself. No. It doesn't remove a user. It removes, it removes a message. It does not remove a user. Yeah, you can't really ban people from chat. You can report their YouTube account, but, like, whatever. What you really need is Nightbot to continuously put people in timeout. And to constantly mute people, because, like, YouTube doesn't really have good infrastructure to ban people. But yeah. Yeah, unlike Twitch. Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, actually, no, there is something wrong with that. It's very, very annoying. Very frustrating, honestly. I'm a total peach to the whole... Oh, same. Same. Like, I think... Honestly, I think Twitch's system of banning users is very unintuitive. I think the moderator system over there is incredibly unintuitive. Because it basically works off of chat commands. And if you don't know the commands, then, you know, you're kind of buggered, really. But, you know, YouTube is easy because everyone has YouTube. YouTube is accessible. If people like him become a problem in the future, and frankly, I don't care much for misgendering, you know, bigots. But if people like him start to become a problem, I will definitely have to get Nightbot. And especially if people like him organize raids, which I don't think would happen. I'm a fairly small person. But you know, it's fun. It's good fun. Good fun for the moment. Always fun to have a pet, I think. To have a pet racist or a pet homophobe to just kind of beat the shit out of every now and again. I think that's funny. Because currently, like, Haris is giving us a second viewer, which is good. That's good. He's actually making me more powerful. My dad's side of the family are really political and just tolerant. Wait, no. My dad's side of the family are really political and just tolerate... Wait. Okay, no, you're gonna have to rephrase that, because, like, I've got no clue. It's uncomfortable, all fair. Okay, no, he's back again. Alright, sick. If he says anything homophobic, put him in timeout again. But, like, I'll go with all furry bad for now. Yeah, you're my pet. Yeah, you're my pet. Oh, get fucked. Get fucked, you're my pet. Oh, you're adding to my chat rate. You're adding to my playbacks. Oh, hell yeah. You're just making me more powerful. It's funny. Alright, we're actually about done with this, thankfully. But do But yeah, Q, do make sure that, like, if they ever say some truly vile and wretched crud, put them in timeout. But otherwise, let them stay. Let them stay. It's funny. It's very, very funny to bully homophobes. Alright, let's see. Sweet. I love it when they have broken English too. It's great. I mean, actually, nah, I would feel remorse usually, but you know. Yeah, did furries hurt you, man? Like, come on. You sound like a Batman villain right now. Sound like someone who's had their life taken away from them by furries. Goodness. Oh boy, I'm super. No, hey, yo, we have something to time him out with. Let's go. Oh, they mentioned, yes, yes, they mentioned the naughty word. Oh goodness, oh goodness. That's when. I know, that's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine, imagine slacking people off for having sex. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Yo. Yo. Let's go. Also, big bushy tail. Let's go. Big bushy tail. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. In times like these, I would be diplomatic and say that not, like, you know, a very small minority of the internet or, like, of furries are into the sexual side. But, you know, I don't really care. I don't really care. I'm much more akin to the idea of just having them along as an extra viewer. If they stay, I win. If they leave, they win. Or if they leave, I win. It's a win-win situation, really. It's good. It's good. Sick. Alright. We're almost done with this, actually. We just have to draw that, and then duplicate it a couple of times, and then clean up our line work, and then we're basically done. We're basically done. And I wouldn't talk about those subjects in my chat, Q. You know, I'm just gonna mute that. I'm just gonna remove that message. You know, let's keep talk about that, you know, off the table, you know? I'm not gonna like ban you. I'm not gonna remove you as moderator for it, but you know, I'd stay away from it. That's not what this chat is here for. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. You're alright. You're alright. That's funny. Anyway, we're almost done with this. I'm gonna add these effects in, you know, in post. But for now, we are good. Sweet. Nice. Oh my lord, she's got extendo arms. Let's fix that. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell... Go ahead and tell me if I slip up. I have some moments where I don't... Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. It happens. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, we don't have to worry about this too much because we are almost done here. We are... Sweet. Easy peasy. Oh, mate, Max, we have a pet. We have a channel pet. We have a pet homophobe on the channel. It's so good. It's so good. We have just some random guy in here who will say some slurs every now and again and just be a dick, and then we'll just put him in timeout and keep an extra viewer around. It's funny. It's very, very funny. Anyway, how are you doing? Let's see. This is all right for the moment. So that's why there's... Yes, that's why there's so many deleted messages. That's the reason why. Yeah, no, it's funny. We're about to finish up, though, so... I don't know if you came in an inopportune moment, but we're about to finish up here. Oh, boy. Oh, it's been a long day, though. Oh, it's been a long, long day. You're done, you're done, you're done, you're done. We just have to draw the counter. Let's draw the counter real quick. Oh, come on, you. Oh, we're gonna do it on this. Nice. I'm not gonna even bother trying to figure out, like, the actual shape of this. I'm just gonna eyeball it for the most part. Sweet. Hey, yes, the pet is back. We'll see if they behave themselves, but for the moment, they can just chill. I don't care. The more you spam it, the more it makes me think that you actually are the channel pet. I mean, you can vibe with us if you want, or you can just continue down. You can continue down your road. Honestly, like, either way, I'm happy. Either way, I'm content. Okay, we're gonna duplicate this a couple of ways around. Just put them in timeout in case they ever say something homophobic again. Because, you know, that's not on. No, don't leave. Please stay. Oh, it was so fun bullying you. Come on. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. No, he's gone. No. Oh, I'm sad now. Oh, I'm actually, I'm depressed. Oh. Oh. Wow, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. What a bad way to... I don't feeling... He complains about getting... Yeah, no, it's funny. It's very, very funny. I would prefer to bully people like that than, you know, actually give in to that. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Huh? I mean, you're not our pet, but, you know, if you say homophobic stuff, then yeah, you are our pet. You know? It's transactional. You know, behave yourself, and maybe we won't bully you, you know? No, don't ever, Maxwell, please. Please don't ever. Yeah. You won't be our pet if you're not, like, openly hateful. It's fine, man. It's fine. I don't mind. Can I be arachnophobic? Oh, man. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, let's get rid of the sketch. Yeah, you're not our pet. But, you know, if you misbehave yourself, well, maybe rules can change and roles can change. So, last thing that we need to do is just go through all of this garbage and fix everything up. That's correct. We need to fix this. Goodbye. So long. 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 Nice. Ay, moi. Yeah, I realize that you technically has one leg, but, you know, it's extended. quest extended, we can get away with that. We can get away with that. Get rid of all of this. Actually, I'm gonna break out the super duper eraser. Here we are. Easy peasy. Oh, we got a second like from Maxwell. Darker Shane Maxwell. Yeah, you're not. You're just chill. Now that you're chill, we're fine with you. I will not change my mind. Oh, okay. Alright. Sick. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah. Clive has little things in his hair. We need to go back and fix that real quick. Is that another one that I've just finished? Oh, it is too, isn't it? Oh. We've almost been doing this for 4 hours. That's nuts. That's nuts. Yeah, I know, right? It's so cool. Yo, what if you could just... Could you take, like, an apprenticeship with the devil? That would be cool. That would be cool. Oh, man. He said woo. That's funny. He said the furry phrase. Oh, dear. That's funny. That's hilarious. Anything that I'm missing? I don't think there is. We'll quickly draw like Clive's little hair things, and then we'll be off on our way. Here he is. There you are. There you are, my darling. There you are, my darling. Alright, that was fun. We finished all of that. Tell us not to save. Yeah. I don't know. It's very one-dimensional character progression, honestly. I give this person's character arc a 0 out of 10. It's kinda weird, bro. Kinda weird. Anyway, we're done here. We're done here. We're done here. We're done here. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Is there anything I'm missing? It doesn't look like it. I mean, oh, nice. Alright. Alright, we're about done here. Sweet. Oh, man. Did that take ages to do, but... We forgot to do one thing. Give me just 1 second. Oh, goodness. I forgot that I hadn't drawn Clive's eyes. Oops. 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 There we go. Easy. Done. It looks weird, but I'm fine with it for the most part. Alright. Don't you? I don't care. Right. That's everything done. I think let's do one final timeout as like one last hurrah. Nice. Okay. Alright, that's everything done. Wow, that took a while. Oh, I feel tired. Oh, but that was good though. I liked that. I like that. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, of course he doesn't, but that's okay. That's okay. He only made us more powerful. He gave us he gave us like 4 more playbacks. That's 4 more views on a video. That's what you love to see. We became so much more powerful today. But yeah, I'm exhausted. Is what I am. Yeah, anyway, that's enough for me. I'm gonna go now. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Thanks for middle frame. Oh, no, no, he's got his eyes closed. That's not an eye. I should probably hold up. You brought up a good point, though. No, I didn't forget an eye. I did not forget an eye. I think, though, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that, so it looks more like an eyelid. Alright, now that we've got an eyelid instead, maybe we can move it up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, so that's an eyelid, this is an eyelid up here. They're both, like, eyes closed. That's fine. But yeah, no, that's it for now. Thank you so much, Max. Thank you so much, Q. Thank you so much, Horis, for being... whatever. For just tagging along, I suppose. But yeah, I'm gonna leave now.